Albert Einstein stated the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. My typical routine in hunting this property is to light up my Primos alpha dog collar just at sunset. The landowner had been telling me he'd not only been seeing coyotes but heard a bunch of them in the area. My typical routine this night produced nothing. No coyote responses and no visual, but I was able to test the new video recorder my buddy Ron gave me. I love the smallness of this recorder and the simplicity of the toggle switch, but I mentioned to Ron the 5-second boot up time might be an issue. 2 nights later, I decided to change the insanity. At home, I heard coyotes howling around midnight. I contacted the landowner the next day and asked if I could come out that evening, giving him my midnight strategy. With a thumbs up, I grabbed some old Hornady 143 grain ELD-X I loaded 2.5 years ago, and I got to the property around 11:45. I set up to the southeast side of the property. The moon was bright and shining in my face, so I put my Primos alpha dog collar 75 yards to my northeast. At 12:15, I booted up the collar and instantly got a response of a minimal of 3, if not 4, dens of coyotes immediately to my south. I had a constant wind of 12 to 14 miles per hour from the south-southeast. One den of coyotes was so close I would worry they would try to circle from behind me. After 15 minutes of using different coyote howls and pup distress, I switched over to a fawn distress call at a medium volume level. 15 minutes into the call, this young pup finally broke the tree lines at about 125 yards. I flipped on the recorder, and in 5 seconds this coyote quickly covered 70 yards. With my ADHD brain and in the rush of the moment, I kind of forgot to aim. My eye was originally focused here when I started to pull the trigger. Anticipating my next move, my eye had drifted down here by the time I finished pulling the trigger. So there are 4 lessons from tonight. Change your hunting tactic to get a different result. Work night coyotes as long as 45 minutes to get them to come out into the open. Coyotes can cover a lot of ground in 5 seconds, and don't anticipate your shot. Along with my new 4000 FPS build, I've got a monster T-Rex killer caliber arriving sometime around Independence Day. If you learned anything from this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next adventure.